Alright, let's get to work on this truck. We got a little bit of daylight here. It's a little cold out, but we'll push through it. First, before we disconnect the battery, I'll show you what's going on inside with the non-start. So we'll just put this key in. Got it in park. See how that temperature gauge just starts going crazy when you turn the key. Anyway, we got nothing. So, right, first thing we want to do is disconnect the battery so we don't fry anything more in the electrical system while we're working on it. So let's unhook this. Now we're going to get some of that spray stuff to clean up those electrical connections. And clean up, this is the starter relay that we're going to replace. We'll clean up those wires as well. Alright, we got the starter relay hooked up. Had to make a new wire connection for that middle one. Not a big deal. Got our new fuses here, 30 amp or whatever those are, cleaned and plugged in. Got the battery hooked back up. So let's get in and hopefully it starts. If not, we'll keep moving. Keys are right here. And strange noise, but it's a weird noise. Anyway, we will keep investigating. Alright, this is why I need a new toolbox, bigger one, because when I need something like this, I can't find it in there. Either I need to get organized or get a bigger toolbox or something. But anyway, we got the truck up on the stands, and we got some stops in the back just so it doesn't roll back on us for safety. And we're going to get under there and test the starter, see if we got power to the starter. If we do, it means we need a new starter, and we can pick that up tomorrow. So let's get under there and see if we got power to the starter with the ignition on. Let's first see if this works. Works. Now let's get under there and test the starter. First we'll turn the ignition switch on before we go under there. And let's get under there and see what we can see. There's the starter. So that small one is the relay switch. I believe that's just a ground. Oh, that transfers to the starter. So the one we gotta check is on the top side. All right, we got power to the starter. And I forget how to check that one. I think we need to. All right, it's the next day here, and we're back in Marty's garage. And no luck last night getting this thing started. So today I think we're going to, first thing, see if that starter is bad. We're going to just jumper the starter right to the battery and just see if it turns over at all. That way we'll know if the starter's bad or not. We do have power to the starter. We were able to see, but not sure if the solenoid is bad on the starter or if we're getting power to that solenoid. But let's just jump her right to the starter and see if it turns at all, and bypass that solenoid on the starter is the plan. See if the plan works. So bypassed the solenoid and just put power to the starter, and it just spun. It didn't seem like it was engaging. That starter's supposed to kick out and crank the engine. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that starter, and I believe we have a bad starter. So let's pull that and go get a new starter. Hope that's the problem. We'll test that starter again once we have it pulled, just to be sure. that heat. We got carpet. We got light. We're ready to rock and roll. The starter change out. No fun working on ice, so nice and cozy in there. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to the auto parts store and get the starter, because it's kind of hard to tell where the bolts are under there, which ones to remove to get the starter off. So I think if we get the starter, we'll be able to know a little better how that bolts on. So let's go to O'Reilly's and get a starter for the Comanche. All right, got a starter and a bunch of fuses. Starter was $109. Core charge of $40, so we'll bring the core back once we pull it. But good price at O'Reilly's. Well, I think that's why it's so much fun working on these oil rigs. It's a challenge. We just got back from O'Reilly's, and now we're going to Home Depot to get a swivel for our 14 millimeter socket, because we can't get around that exhaust pipe bracket. So let's go get a swivel, Home Depot. Socket swivel. All right, here at Home Depot. There's the next generation of Comanche. Should do it. All right, to get to the bolt on the starter, we got to remove this exhaust bracket. So got to take this bolt off and these two bolts, and it's going to give us a chance to try out our new ratchet. So let's see how we can do. Not too good. That worked. The air needs to be pumped up. Do it the old-fashioned way. Right, we got that bracket off. Wasn't easy. Was not easy. We had to remove a brace as well. But we got up there and we're clear to pull that bolt off now. Alright, we finally got all the wires disconnected and the bolts, so hopefully this will come out now. But I'll set the camera down, try to pull that out. Everything should be disconnected. Alright, finally got that beast out. I'm gonna have to knock off for the day though. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I do want to test that though and see what it does. So let's hook up the jumpers to it. Seems like a bad starter to me, but we won't know till we get the new one in. All right, peace out.